Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sudwintari. So today I would like to present my thesis proposal with the title is Using Short Story as an Improvement in Learning English based on the animation video for the students in SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan. So let's start from chapter 1, that is introduction. In introduction, there is a background of the study for the first part of chapter 1. So start. Um, the first in the background of the study is students are not effective enough to be able to understand and use English both in terms of pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. And then teachers still use learning media in the form of reading books. And then the researcher made a new innovation in teaching English by using short stories as a practice material, which includes pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar that is assisted by media of animation video that is using by Poten. So next is the researcher will combine short story by using animation video based on the Poten as a medium for learning English for improvement in learning English based on the animation video for the students at SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan. So next part is background of the study. So in this study, there are two background of the study. The first is what are the obstacles that teacher face in improving ability in learning English for the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan. And the second one is how to make the content and design interactive in animation video for the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Medan are easier to be an improvement in learning English. So because of there are two statements of the problem, so that's why also there are two objectives of the study. The first is to reveal the obstacles that teacher face in improving ability in learning English for the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan. And the second one is to find out the content and design interactive in the animation video to help the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan are easier to be an improvement in learning English. So next part is a scope of the study. So in this scope of the study, I give 4 points. So the first point start from this researcher focuses on the use of short story. So and then next is the obstacles that teacher face in improving ability in learning language for the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan, and then content and design interactive in animation video to help the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan are easier to be an improvement in learning English, and then other topics which have no relation to the explanation are not included. So next, the last part of chapter 1, that is significance of the study. There are two significance of the study. Start from theoretically. So knowing about animation video based on the Poten learning media which contains of practice questions based on the material from short story that have been read by the students. And then next is practically, so giving contribution to the utilization of information and communication technology in teaching and learning English. So next part is chapter 2, that is literature review. Start from a short story. So according to Adiana 2016, the word selection is the highest increasing, which is an aspect of the use of short story in developing their students' vocabulary mastery to write narrative text. And then in order to the words selection, the students must multiply their vocabulary to improve their learning in for English skills. So therefore, it can be concluded that short story is the most appropriate to learn English. In addition to practical interesting, the short story can motivate students' interest in learning. So in here, I give two studies that are concerned about the use of short story as the learning media. Start from Parvarisbar and Grouchy in 2016, who explored is about the effect of using short stories and vocabulary learning in Iranian EFL. And then the second one is Satyani on 2009. The opinion in the researcher on the use of short stories to develop students' reading comprehension skill for the 8th grade students at SMP Negeri 4 Jepara in the academic year of 2008 until 2009. So next part is animation video. So Z generation born in a situation that almost all activities involved of the technology. They tend PC recorder rather than tech note. They tend also can use technology in their social life. It means that it will not close the possibility to use technology in the teaching and learning process. So according to Mayer 2001, the combination of multimedia such as image, sound, and text into one platform will state the message more effectively. So because of that, the researcher tries to make the media that can combine the image, sound, and text as the learning media. Then the learning media, which is really appropriate, is animation video. Animation video is a video that can combine sound, text, and image, and also character into one platform. So there is studies that are concerned about animation video as media of learning language. That is Lakshmi in 2021. In the opinion of her research, the use of animation video as learning media for young learner to improve EFL students' motivation in learning English. Next is a Powtoon. So according to Nani 2005, Powtoon is a good combination technology for teaching English. Then the video can be uploaded on YouTube, so it is really easy to watch. So according to Bahra in 2015 states there are several advantages of Powtoon. First, start from it is interactive, it is covers all aspects of skills, it is practically used, it is collaborative, it is can be in big group of students, it is more various, and it can motivate students in learning. So by using uh, animation video Powtoon, so the students can learn in an enjoyable way. So there is studies that are concerned about the use of video animation Powtoon as a media of learning language. That is Satisna in 2019, who aims to find out the use of Powtoon software program in teaching and learning process, the students' perception and challenges. So next part is chapter 3, that is method of the study. So in this method of the study, start from research design. So the researcher is a qualitative research which based on Creswell in 2012 that defines that the qualitative research is based suite to address a research problem in which the researcher does not know the need and variables to explore. Thus, the researcher more putting forward the phenomenon to social content naturally, and then the process of deep interaction between researcher and the phenomenon. So next part is data collection. So in this study, I use 6 technique of data collection. Start from observation. So the researcher observes how the teacher teach English at the school to the students of SMAS Sultan Iskandar Muda Medan. And then next is interview. So the researcher conduct interview with the teacher who teach English at the school by asking about the various obstacles that teacher face in the process of teaching and learning English at the school. And then audio recording. So the researcher records the process of the interview with the teacher from the beginning until the end of the interview. And the next is pre-test. So the researcher conduct a pre-test to the senior high school students at the school by giving short story and then giving practice materials that are related to the short story that they have read. And the next is post-test. So the researcher will also give a post-test that is still related to the practice material of the short story they have read. But before this post-test is given to the students have been given an animation video based on the pattern before. So then last technique that I use in the data collection is content analysis. So after doing the pre-test and post-test that is assisted by giving the animation video, the researcher can analyze whether the post-test score is higher than the pre-test scores. If the results are like that, then animation video based on the pattern is in the learning English is effective, that is used by the students. So next part in this proposal and also is the last part of chapter 3 is data analysis. So start from classifying the data classified into respective categories related to the research problem, and then analyzing the data intensively. Then the last is making a conclusion from the data analyzed. So I think that's all from my presentation today, and I really apologize if there are many mistakes about my presentation. The last I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.